Banks made it really, really early.
I cannot believe that I have not talked about Division's album yet.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Well, we can get
listen,
into it.
let's get into
This
it.
Banks Cole kind of came out of left field.
Hold on, let me just let this ride a little bit, though. Hold up. Let's close this out. Because, you know what I mean, Rory was young. He didn't feel what the Doughboys was doing to this. You know what I mean?
I know this record. Well aware of this.
Just give him 2 more bars. I'm going to cut him off. It's cool. I smoke Fab's boots on that. I don't care what y'all say.
Cool. Banks, let me executive produce your next project. That's all I'm saying.
I thought he was still on the phone.
He hung up.
No, I'm saying.
Hey, more. He hung up. He hung up, you know. All right. Listen, man. This is a travesty that we are waiting this late in this podcast. But Division smoked this album.
Plain and simple.
I'm mad that we spoke this much about the fucking Weekend and Party Next Door, and Division was sitting on this,
chilling.
And
hold my beer.
He texted me. He texted me and he said something alluding to that when Party's album came out. He was like, "So, what do you think?" And I was like, "Well, I only listened twice, so you know, one through 10, I'll give it probably a 7 right now." He's like, "Yeah, that seems to be, you know, the consensus." He was like, "I got to find a way to get me." So when he said this, I knew it was something about the sound. He said, "I got to find a way to get me an Avenger on the show." Like, we need a Division Avenger on the show. And I was like, huh? I was like, but we fuck with y'all. And he was like, nah. He's like, it'll happen one day, though. And I think it was because he knew what this album sounded like. Obviously, he knew what their album sounded like. And you can kind of be like, my shit sound better than this. And I can't say it yet.
So, Mo,
I understand.
I had a similar conversation and had the point to say, you really sing. We weren't really comparing you in those two, like, you're in another lane. I don't know why you thought just because you're all from Toronto.
And I've thoroughly enjoyed both his albums already, or both their albums already.
I kind of hold you in a different part.
Yeah,
you really make R&B.
I expect you to keep delivering at the clip that you've been. Pardon me, at the clip that you've been. Mm. This album is different from his 2 albums, their 2 albums.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Daniel and
because we can't keep forgetting about 85.
Yeah, no, 100%. There. I'm saying his
and
because
85 showed his ass.
Because he's been fucking stalking me in my Insta lives the past 3 weeks. But even that's a part of my beef. You haven't been sitting on this, and you've been in my Insta live just talking to me about Tony Braxton.
What if he just likes Tony Braxton?
No, then that's right. Tony Braxton's a fucking is that nigga. But
they've been sitting on this.
If you're sitting on this, like, what is this? This is insanity. Really this is great.
Well, no, my favorite part about
I haven't gotten to the Dreams project yet because this is so great.
Neither
another good project.
I haven't gotten to
and
it.
Dream, yeah, I'm Dream getting to your album. I'm getting to your album. Don't get that fucked up. I'm getting to that album.
Yeah.
But Division showed his ass. And that's another thing. Back to this party shit, but not talking about party. Yo, do me a favor, man. Don't feature me on your album if your album's better than my album. I wouldn't want that.
But I don't even put them in the same category.
Yeah, it's a different.
It's different.
But somehow they are.
It's a different sound.
There's overlap there. There's overlap there. They share some of the same audience.
Well, they're on the same label.
I don't care about that. They share some of the same audience. Of
course they do.
Don't put me on your shit if you know you got confessions coming.
No, what I liked outside of, because I love September, I love Morning After, but they were super in the R&B bag. For this one, they got out of their, I don't want to say typical Division sound, because I love the typical Division sound, but they kind of, I don't want to say experimented either, but they got out of their shell of delivering. It didn't. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to use experiment.
Yeah.
They got out of the shell of just doing what we love with Morning After and September 5th. It experimented to shit we could rock to outside of trying to fuck. Like, you could play this out. I liked how they separated it. The whole sequence, and I know we're getting back to our sequence corny bag, but how they separated it in the 4 made the album flow tremendously. Like, separating it with her feelings, and I got to look back exactly what they used.
Different from their critically acclaimed joints.
Yeah. But separating those sounds when they were trying to get outside of the typical Division sound, I thought was perfect. Thought it flowed perfect.
It's a really good album, man.
I don't even like, and that's the thing. Like when an album is great like this, I don't have no long synopsis.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot to say.
Again, the outro. Here's the thing. I gave Party, and I still may give Party.
Outro. The last record?
Again. It's called Again.
Let me see. Go ahead.
I gave Party the record
no.
Again. I gave Party.
That's not outro.
It's Again. I said Again. The outro.
Yo, what the fuck is this? It's my sleeper, by the way.
Well, we're doing throwbacks today, but play it.
I'm not done. No, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm playing this.
You tell him, sis.
I'm playing Again, featuring this girl I don't know. And let me.
I followed her on Instagram today.
Let me expose something about myself. When you go and find the feature artist that I've never heard their name from a can of paint, and she smokes it, boy, that does something to me. Like, who's this girl? Chantel.
Chantel.
We all know it's Chantel. It feels good to see Chantel's name right here, and she smokes this.
This wasn't a conversation I had with him or have any information. I heard this and said, all right, maybe she did the reference and smoked it so much that they said, nah, keep that shit. We're not getting no one famous. She did this. No one's going to do this better.
She went too crazy. I know that she went too crazy. I know that they went too crazy because as soon as I heard this song, I thought about girls I need to listen to this with. Like, that's when I know the song is going too crazy. Like, ooh, me and her need to just vibe with this.
Yeah, she'll really be into this one.
No, I think she sings background vocals for the for Division.
Yeah, she does. She's been on their albums.
Hey, pick that
before.
gem up, man.
No, just some info for the people.
A little lightweight.
Yeah, no, she's been on their albums with background. She's on tour with them for background. So
Hey.
she's part of the Division camp.
This is how
I love when the background singers always like are super dope to stand on their own. I like that.
Yeah. This is how I was introduced to Alex Isley. The same way.
Same way.
She was just the girl that I kept seeing appearing as a feature on the songs that I loved. Like, she always made the song better. And here we are. So, I mean, shout out to Chantel May. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Shout out to Division, man. You have, it's a shame. You're one of the artists that I think about when I think about artists releasing music in this quarantine.
Let's use the word y'all.
What?
Because you said you.
Oh, shit.
Well,
I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's ask him.
If there wasn't a quarantine.
Call him.
Let's call him.
Call him. Yeah, if there wasn't a quarantine, what this album would be doing while we're around the toxic girl that we like?
Yeah. No, that's the time.
Fam, man. It's my favorite time, man.
Hello?
Daniel, this is Rory from the Joe Budden podcast. You are live on the air. We are completely shitting on your album right now.
Everyone laughs whenever they hear like who it is calling from where. They just laugh at that.
You guys are foul.
Yeah, we're sitting here shitting on this piece of shit album that you just put out.
I mean, it has Snow Allegra on it, so I know Joe can't fully shit on it.
That's true.
It's my baby. Hey, Snow.
No,
She's not on the phone, Joe.
So, hey, she ain't got to be on the phone, nigga. I love her. Hey, give me an interview. You shooting videos with my baby.
Look, I made sure we social distance even from then, just cause I knew, I wanted to keep things on the up and up with me and you.
Now I'm feeling you now. Hey, even when
I respect the G code. I don't, I don't cross those boundaries.
There we go. I wouldn't want you to come in between us.
Oh, here we go.
Yo, hey, Daniel.
What's going on?
I hate that name. Listen to this.
What the fuck?
Tell somebody you hate that name.
I hate the name Daniel. Listen.
Somebody named Daniel smashed your girl? What happened?
No, Tekashi's not doing you justice right now. Lose this battle, win the war.
Okay. You know what? All right.
Listen to this. I feel a way. You and I have been having these R&B conversations for a few weeks now. We've been perusing each other's Insta lives.
Pause.
Like, I feel like I've gotten closer to you during this time, right?
You guys have quarantined virtually together.
And at no fucking point do you alert me to what this album is that you were about to drop.
I didn't tell you that I had a...
No. You didn't hear what I said. You're from Toronto. You missing the slang. Hold up. I didn't say you didn't alert me to an album.
You got to say mans before it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, no.
Man already knew what it was. Fam.
Yo,
man already knew what it was. Fam.
Mans. Why you didn't tell me that Mans was dropping fire like this? This is crazy.
I don't understand. I feel like we already set the bar, to a certain level. I felt like with our first offerings. I mean, I know you guys fucked with it. You guys talked about it.
This is different from that.
Yeah, this is different.
This is better.
It is different. No, it is different. It is different. It's 100% different. This is us finally, I guess, opening certain doors that it's like you guys, I guess the fans and stuff didn't know we had. Like everybody thought we lived in an apartment, and we're like, nah, this is a whole like complex here. This is a whole like house. Like we have closets, we got rooms, we got different feelings to this shit that we just haven't exposed you guys to yet.
So
I like that analogy.
What was Shorty's reaction when you played her "No Good" for the first time?
I don't know who you're talking about, so I'm not really sure what we're.
I don't know her neither. Just whoever you wrote it for.
Hey, that's a good move, Daniel. Hey, Daniel, man,
I don't know who you're talking about.
I can say this. I held this album pretty close to the chest. So a lot of people didn't hear a lot of this music. I wasn't running around sharing it like that at all. We really kind of just locked in, made it, kept quiet about it, and just wanted to make sure it was right. So nobody heard it before it came out. So if I get any crazy text later on, I'll update you guys later on.
Did Drake hear this album at all?
We'll find out. I mean, I would assume so. I honestly can tell you. I know that he's in album mode too.
Yeah.
So we haven't sat and actually had a conversation about it or gone through it in any way like that yet. But I know he's got it.
Yo, tell me about.
We'll
I don't care enough about Drake. Listen,
yes, you do.
I love Drake. Listen, tell me, who is Chantel May?
She is my favorite female singer in the world right now. She is a girl from my hometown, which is Scarborough, which is a borough in Toronto. Super talented vocalist. In my mind, she's like Toronto's version of like crossing Aaliyah and Beyonce vibes at the same time. Like she's got the cool neighborhood chick. Yeah, she's got the cool neighborhood chick, and she's also got like powerhouse beast vocals at the same time. So upcoming artist, you guys will probably be hearing a lot more music from her. Definitely Division fan.
No, I love her. Love her.
She's incredible. Incredible. You can't not love that.
All right, so before you got on the phone, I was trying to say, because I said Savage Anthem was record of the year. I may...
Well, you said that prematurely anyway.
Of course I did. I said when I said it was premature.
Yeah.
I may change my stance with Again. Can you shit on Party Next Door real quick and say you have a better outro than him?
Daniel, welcome to the Avengers Club. See, you have Avengers now.
I can't do that. But I can tell you I fuck heavily with all those like choir elements that he had at the end of Savage Anthem, and like Savage Anthem was definitely a moment.
No, that's still my shit. Don't go
still
crazy.
my shit.
That's still my shit.
That's so crazy. Yeah, but we just Again was
this Again record
people
though.
Get a chance to really.
It's different.
Again
is different.
I'm ready to cry with some X's, man.
And some ecstasy.
You know why you love it, Joe? So you know why you love it? Because if you listen back to it a few times, you'll probably hear there's like, I felt it after we did. There's like Prince energy in there a little bit.
No, 100%.
The chorus.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that's probably what's resonating. But with us, it was like it's dope because we started off the album almost on a breakup, and then ended it with Trying Again. So
you chasing?
That's kind of how we that's kind of how we approach that shit.
How far into the album did you guys decide to break it up into those 3 or 4 categories?
When we realized that we had a bunch of records that we loved that kind of needed to be like the sequencing was going to be so important, and we were like, it's almost like these are sections. And then 85 kind of had the idea of naming the actual sections. And then at first we were like, okay, cool, that's named for us. And I was just kind of like, yo, we should share that with the people so they understand how to navigate through this album. Because I think people usually, you know, with Division, people normally assume we're going to give you like 12 bedroom bangers, you know, or like an album of just bedroom bangers or sit in your house and cry. And we're like, no, this is not that. Like, this is us. We're letting you know that the whole thing behind Division is we don't do boundaries. We don't do rules. Whatever you start to expect something from us, we're going to fuck it up on you. You know?
Yeah, you learned me because the last album I was looking for more of the bedroom bangers, as you would say, and it wasn't that many of them there, but I still love the direction that y'all went, so I love that album. I didn't really go into this with expectations, I'll be honest. I just have loved all the albums. I'm like, all right, Division dropping finally. Take these niggas long enough, 2 years, they better be good. And
I know, I could tell by the way you guys talked about it beforehand. I'm a podcast listener.
Wait, did we say what did we say? Did we say something bad?
Daniel was upset that we were just naming Weekend and Party.
You guys would
get in the conversation, nigga.
They in the conversation.
Oh no! They in the conversation now.
Yeah, they in the conversation.
No, they now.
To me, it's like, you know, I know I can hear when you guys talk about stuff, and it was just like, you know, I could tell that there wasn't. You guys didn't know what to expect from it. It wasn't like you were hyping it up. It wasn't like you were downplaying it either. You were just keeping it neutral.
We didn't put enough respect. We didn't put enough respect on your name. Just say it.
All right, so cool. Put a little bit more. Then. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
well, that's what this call is letting you know that we Division. Y'all are definitely in that conversation now of some of the best R&B out there for sure.
Wait, can you hear him? You hear us?
I don't think you can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, no, Maul said that's what this conversation is for right here. That we're definitely putting you with some of the best R&B that's being made at the moment. Not you, y'all. With some of the best R&B that's being made at the moment. And that's really all I call to say, man. I'm shocked that you can't just drop shit like this. You can't do that. You can't do that.
No, for real.
Fam, I'm about to go. Soon as this pod is over, I'm dick eating, I know, but fuck it. I'm going crazy to this Again record.
Man, I appreciate that. No, real shit. I know.
And your party record, I like better than let me not get you in trouble, man. Let me not get you in trouble.
Yeah, don't please.
But this party record,
and you're Jamaicaning better than OVO.
Jamaican,
yeah.
Like you're Jamaicaning better.
Listen. This is the thing.
Because your pop can shit and your Use You Boss shit is better.
Pop can. He said pop can.
Hey, look, man. I'm not here to get into those conversations, but I am. We are proud Jamaicans. I'll tell you that. You know, me and a 19, we're both really from that. You know, our parents are from that. We grew up around that, so you know, it's second nature to us. But I really appreciate it, man. Really, I appreciate you guys. I love the podcast, the opinions. You know, I listen to it all. I'm there. Half the relationship talks you guys have, I'm like, this is needed. Like, to be honest, more women should be listening to you guys so they could really get up on shit. So,
I agree. I agree.
As a man, I appreciate it. You already know, man.
I'm going to give some new pussy to this Again record and cry about
Joe, when are we battle? Joe, when are
Call
we
the wrong
when
name?
are we gonna battle?
When
are we gonna R&B playlist battle? That's my question.
Men's want smoke. Like, come for real. Like, come on, for real, Daniel.
Chill, fam.
Listen, bro, I was in your live, bro. You didn't impress me.
Yes, I did. I said I was. Yes, no, you're lying right now to my fans. I said I was going to play an H-Town record. Your little young Toronto ass said, "Oh, it better not be knocking the boots," and I bust you over the head with some shit. Nah, but I got to give you respect, man. You know a little bit about this R&B thing. You do.
Yeah,
I can tell when some of these new niggas have just no idea, and you're not one of them. So my hat is off to you, and I will smoke your boots whenever the time permits.
Listen, we'll talk. We'll set it up. We already know.
Yo, congratulations, and I will update you on all the amazing, legendary shit I do to this Again record, because I'm a legend, so I'm going to do some legend shit to this.
Please do. And we'll link up when this quarantine shit's over.
You know it.
All right, man.
Daniel, congrats to y'all again, man.
Love, bro.
All right, bro, we'll talk.
Peace.
All right, man. Peace, guys.
Yeah, and, I had to dick eat for a little bit. That's the end of our dick eating segment.
And more, I know it's not pop can. That was my sarcasm joke. I know it's popcorn. I was joking.
I got it. I know. That's why I laughed at it.
Pop can is funny though.
That's why I laughed.
Pop can.
Rory was dick eating too though, and
That's my dude though.
Yeah, but I heard crunching with you.
I didn't even speak. You was talking.
It's crunchy.
That's wait. Don't would he whoa. Don't disrespect. Wait. I use teeth.
Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh my God! Parks, edit, please.
Listen, nah, that's staying in.